Hi guys, welcome to SS Childcare channel. Again with another episode. We're going to talk today about oral nutrition supplements in pediatrics. There is a lot of questions and there's a lot of gray area, dark area, black area about whether to give your child oral nutrition supplement, and I'm going to try and explain to you today why you should be giving and why and who doesn't need the pediatric oral nutrition supplement. Now coming to the first point, up to the age of 2 years, it is very clear that the WHO and also the Indian government very clearly says to breastfeed children exclusively. Now in all situations, it's all well and good, it's hunky-dory, but the problem is in some situations where children are either underweight or malnourished and they are not able to grow, then an oral nutrition supplement becomes something inevitable. Now the reason behind this is because of course you know the lot of surveys that have been published by the government of India, including the Family Health Survey, has very clearly said that malnutrition is one of the biggest issue, and that too with macronutrients and micronutrients. Now macronutrients, we know it's carbohydrates, fat and protein, and micronutrients is an exhaustive list. But we need to understand the most commonest micronutrient deficiency in India is basically iron and zinc. Now saying that, we need to understand it's exclusive that some of these products contain the levels that is needed by the Indian children. Now when we speak about any oral nutrition supplement per se, you talk about Complan NutriGrow or Pediasure or Horlicks, the basic understanding you need to have is all these products have actually been tested both on a research level and on a lab level in multiple other countries before it is allowed by the Indian government. The important thing here is that many parents do tell me that they do give them oral nutrition supplements, but the problem is the child does not grow or achieve weight. So when you look at the child's growth, there are three parameters you need to understand. One is the child's weight, second is the child's height, and the third is the child's head circumference. Only when you plot them all these three at the same time, you will understand whether the child is growing or not. So past the age of 1, I normally say to introduce cow's milk, and cow's milk should always be pasteurized. It should be a full fat milk, 6% fat ideally, without adding any water. Now coming to the supplement part again, it's very important that we need to understand what's on the back of the packet. A lot of parents do not actually read it, and that's basically where confusion starts. So when you look at the back of any nutrition supplement, the manufacturer clearly tells you what supplements to use and when to use them. So importantly, if you look at the dilution, some of the supplements have 190 ml of water and you add 5 spoons or scoops. Now the question comes to is what is a scoop or a spoon, and you can see what you got in my hand, and this is basically what it is. So these scoops are basically what you need to add, and here right in front of you I've got 190 ml of water and I've added 5 scoops of this powder into this. Now when you use this, and when you use say for example a hand blender, you know that it is actually dispersed very equally and that there is no particle formation, and then the child actually enjoys the better taste of this oral nutrition supplement. So this is the key point. The first thing to understand is to recommend and use the manufacturer's dilution, and also understand that the taste of this supplement is variable from one to another. So for me as a pediatrician and a pediatric gastroenterologist, it's very important that we understand why we use it and when to use it, and not all children actually need it. So oral nutrition supplement I would recommend only for a certain age group of children, and that too past the age of 2 plus, if they are underweight and if they are nutritionally deficient, and if we think that they have a poor growth. So there are multiple ands that come into the picture. The reason behind this is because I am just trying to understand that it's not used rampantly without any scientific use, knowledge or evidence, and I support the use of oral nutrition supplement when it comes to public use, and I would strongly advise you to follow the recommendation of your pediatrician. But if you're going to make a choice of over-the-counter product, please try and choose a product which contains less sugar, because that is going to be very important for the child. Thank you very much for watching. I'm sure I'll join in with another episode with more information and more informative course as well in the next episodes that are following to come. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment and ask your questions. Thanks very much, and God bless you all.